We are Scott and Meghan Dillon, career missionaries with Mission to the World, and serving Christ at 10,000 feet in the legendary city of Cusco, Peru. We have had the privilege for the last 2.5 years of serving alongside of Peruvian nationals and bringing the gospel of grace and truth to the Peruvians. Meghan and I felt called to the mission field in 2005 after attending a 10-day trip with our church to work alongside of a missionary family in Huaraz, Peru. We came back from that trip with a real passion and desire to return to Peru and to see what God might use us for. We have since had 3 children. We have Rachel, Mark, and Penelope, 2 of which were born there in Peru. And currently we are working with an MTW planted church that does not have a national pastor. Our vision and our focus has been church leadership development and discipleship there.
Mi nombre es Erasmo, soy anciano de la iglesia de acá de Jesús el Buen Pastor. La verdad me siento gozoso de servir a Dios y también con el apoyo del misionero Scott, porque en verdad talleres que hemos estudiando la teología nos ayudó bastante.
In early 2011, I developed coursework from an undergraduate degree to fit the Peruvian culture, and for 3 months taught a course on what it means to study and to teach the scriptures. I specifically did not use a prefabricated program because I knew that these programs usually require at least 6 to 8 students, and I knew that we would only have a few. To my surprise, 12 students showed up and 11 finished. During one of our homework lessons, we had a study on what the Bible means by, in the second commandment, thou shalt not make for yourself any graven image. In Peru, it's not uncommon to find pictures of Jesus in the home, but unlike simple reminders of who Jesus is, these images are actually worshipped and are considered to have supernatural blessing for the home. Totally unaware of how the homework was affecting the students, Meghan and I attended church that Sunday only to find that the leaders and the elders had met and decided to remove all the images of Jesus from the church. We have a vision to see more church leaders trained and eventually them helping us plant another church there in Cusco.
Hola, mi nombre es Dillon y vivo en Cusco. Trabajamos con los jóvenes, con Scott. Ahora los jóvenes estamos aprendiendo más sobre la música y sobre lo que es el discipulado con células, y Dios está haciendo grandes cosas en Cusco con la juventud, y hay mucha tarea por delante. Hay muchas personas que no conocen todavía a Dios, que están muy lejos de Dios y que necesitan de Dios.
We also have a vision to see God glorified through a ministry to orphans. Orphans in Peru make up almost 2% of the population, and because of a lack of proper programs and orphanages, these children end up on the streets at an early age, sometimes leaving their home before the age of 6. Our team leaders in Cusco in 2009 built an orphanage called the Josephine House, and we are privileged to work alongside of them, ministering with them, and being surrogate parents to these children. 2 of the children who are currently living at the Josephine House are Angelina and Fabricio. Their mom worked as a waitress in a bar, and because of her 12-hour shifts, she could not properly care for her children. She would lock them in their 1-room, dirt-floored home. Angelina at the time was only 4, and little Fabricio was only 2. The neighbors, knowing of their living situation, would slip slices of bread or crackers through the cracks under the door. But it just wasn't enough, and on one particular day, their mother left them for 36 hours straight. The police came and they rescued them and took them to the Josephine House. Today, they are thriving children in the Josephine House, and we hope that upon our return, they will come live with our family through the foster care system and one day be legally ours.
Hola, soy Betsy, tengo 24 años. Conocer a Meghan y Scott me ayudó bastante porque a esta edad es muy difícil entender cuáles son los propósitos que Dios tiene para uno, más que todo cuando uno necesita buscar una pareja, y ver a Scott y Meghan como un matrimonio feliz y más que todo el apoyo que nos dan a todos los jóvenes me da a entender que Dios tiene grandes propósitos.
You have made a difference in our lives and in the lives of others by supporting our work of ministry in Cusco, Peru. And for that we want to thank you for laboring alongside of us by bringing the gospel of grace and truth to the Peruvians.
Ruth 2 verse 12 says, "May the Lord, the God of Israel, under whose wings you have come to take refuge, reward you fully for what you have done." We are returning to Peru as career missionaries and look forward to seeing how God will use all of us to further His kingdom and work.